So what are the chances that you actually have a gasket that's going to work for the carburetor right in stock? Hard to believe. Okay, so I had to take my intake manifold back off here and feed the bolts through from the back side like this and bolt the carburetor onto the manifold, then bolt the manifold onto the block. So that's all set to go. I have hooked up my linkage. This rod here is for the governor. This rod here actually would have the cable, throttle cable, and it would go down through. So this is the only thing I have to actually control it, other than just doing it right here, which is probably what I'll do. But I will keep pressure on it. Maybe I'll put a temporary spring just to keep it at idle for now, because otherwise it can just take off by itself. So I think the next thing to do is put our fuel tank on. So here's our gas tank, and let me get my Loctite put on my screws. Okay, so is that going to go? I think that's going to go in there like that. Get my bolt started in there. There's one. And there's the second one. Now here is our gas line, and this is the one we flared a while back. Yeah, that runs right in tight just like that. So I guess I could just tie that back to the fuel inlet there. But what we need to do now is we need to bend this line. It's going to have to come up and over and into there. And we want to try and do it as neatly as possible. Naturally, we always want to do things neatly as possible. I had the original line with the original fittings, but the original shutoff for over here was all messed up, as you all saw earlier on, and corroded terribly inside. And the same for the fitting that was down here on the carburetor. So I have all new fittings on there. This one here and this one here. This is the one we flared for, and we've polished the line and polished the nut. So I've got to bend this, and I want to do it in such a way that it looks nice when we're done. And let me see what I can do here. I might have gone at this from the wrong end. It's been a long time since I've done this. The line is longer than it has to be. Okay, that looks good that way. Now I need to put a little bit of a bend right about there in the middle. That will take it back. Oh, I gotta go this way. You always have to try and remember backwards. Let's see, I want to go back. I always have to go backwards. I did it backwards. I did it backwards is right. So if I reverse this one, I need to cut that to length. You can see this lever is right in the way, and it wouldn't have been so much in the way before because I've changed the way it works. It actually had a fitting that went inside and rather than outside. Now I see why. But we're going to make it work because this is going to be primarily a stationary motor anyway. And I need a pen. And I'm going to cut it right there. And we use tube and cutter. Okay, now you can see I have my cutter lined up with my mark, and we're just going to crank it like this. And this is copper tubing, so you can't crank it real tight because it will just fold it right into itself, which it has done just a little bit, but that's okay. Now, take our nut and our ferrule. See the ferrule there? Nut and the ferrule. That's going to go up here on the top end next to the tank, and this one is going to go down here where we have the flare. And we need to crank it in there so the ferrule digs into the copper tubing and makes a good seal. We don't want gasoline leaking out of there. Sure helps if you don't have shaky hands. Okay, so now get a good clean rag here. And I'm going to finish polishing that tubing. Okay, we have the shutoff valve turned off there. We also have a shutoff valve down on the carburetor, down underneath here. And I'm going to open that up just a little bit. I have no idea how much it needs to be. This is our choke here. And let's see. Closing the choke back that way. We also have a fuel mixture screw here. Alright, let me take you off and let you look at these things up close. And then we're going to mix some gasoline up. So you can see, here's the setup. Going up to our, the vein that's inside there is our governor vein. It works off of air pressure, actually. And then we have our throttle here. Need a little more spring pressure on there, maybe. Okay, and you can see our fuel line comes from there. We made it up, goes down into there. We got our choke closed, and you can see the balls down in there for the pull start, like I was showing you last night. See how they drop down into the slot there, and that grabs so it'll turn. I know I got ahead of you all a little bit. I put the exhaust pipe on, the exhaust manifold, and the muffler, and I have the exhaust pointing sorted down. So I need to get things cleaned up here and get my tools off of the bench, and then we're going to mix up some gas. Yep. And we're going to try giving it a start. So hold on to your hats.